Hey, what's up, everyone? Rams fans, I know it's been a quiet week getting over the loss of the Packers. And if you're another NFL fan um, that's out of the playoffs, I'm sure it's been long for you as well. Congrats to the Bucks, Packers, Bills, and Chiefs. Um, you know, well deserved to be in the championship rounds. Filming this just before the games, really excited for them. I'm hoping for some good games because I am obviously a Rams fan at the core, but I'm also a football fan in general, and I think we could have some good games today. That being said, that's not why you clicked on this video. This video, we're just going to talk about what's been going on with the Rams. There's some QB controversies, things like that. Something I think people aren't talking about is McVay is very emotionally intelligent. And I'm sure many of you watching this video have read or seen the headline or read the article by Steve Weich that Sean McVay and Jared Goff need marriage counseling in their relationships. If there's one thing McVay is good at, it's having tough conversations. And if I'm convinced that if they're moving forward with Jared Goff next year, I think that McVay is, he's not socially clueless, right? Like he's very socially, skilled. He's able to have those difficult conversations. He's quick to ask for forgiveness. He's gifted that way. One of the reasons he's able to be such a young head coach. So I think that him and Jared Goff on a relational level absolutely can figure it out. I do think that the Rams are going to be bringing in some QBs this year, and so the way that I see it is we draft a young QB in the third round plus, because we definitely do not have a lot of draft capital, especially to spend on a QB because we have a lot of other needs on defense coming up, and O-line as well, but we could also see maybe signing a veteran QB, or perhaps trading for one. I, for one, am a big fan of trading for Gardner Minshew to come in to the Rams from the Jaguars. Jaguars have the number one pick, are going to get Trevor Lawrence, and I think that Gardner Minshew has shown some promise in his 2 years, and I don't think he would be a very expensive trade right now because he kind of had a rough year with injury with the Jaguars. So yeah, I would love if the Rams could get him for like a fourth or a fifth round pick to bring Gardner Minshew and Jared Goff in for competition. However, I know there's some people that are talking about the Deshaun Watson trade or getting Stafford. Those are kind of cool, but like it doesn't. I don't see a scenario where Jared Goff is on the roster and we would also get one of those guys. And I don't think we have the draft capital to pull off a trade for one of the top tier free agent quarterbacks this year. I do think that we have the draft capital to bring in some sort of veteran to come in. Maybe Joe Flacco. Again, I'm a big fan of bringing in Gardner Minshew. I just don't think that we see Blake Bortles or John Wolford challenging Goff for that job in terms of the starter for the season. I know people will be like, but McVay loved Wolford. Well, okay, there was a lot around that. Goff's injury had to do with that. I'm not convinced I've seen enough from John Wolford to be the full-time starter for the Rams. But I do think that he showed some good promise, and I'd get excited to see more. But I do think that there's going to be a QB battle this year. And as I said, big fan of Gardner Minshew. What about you guys? Who do you think the Rams should bring in to compete with Goff? Do you think they should try and trade them all together? I know that there is a scenario where Goff does get traded. I still think that's highly unlikely, but we'll see. Les Snead has done big trades before, so I'm not going to put it past them. But I think that it will be a QB competition between Goff. Probably Wolford will stay around. I don't see Bortles sticking in there for that competition, but I think they'll bring in another veteran or draft a QB to compete. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe. Go Rams!